What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. I am still looking for all the info I can. Give him a thumbs up. Oh, this is Sean Atwood. Check this out, man. Check this out. Real talk, man. Oprah. Dark secrets and connections to billionaire groups. Okay. Jay Dyer and Tommy Scottsville. I'm still looking for information on Oprah. Man, you know, the higher up these people are, and the dirtier they are, the sneakier they are, the more money they got to cover up stuff. You know, I didn't know they were saying something about Oprah had there was a fire and everything, and her and The Rock put together the 1 million or 10 million or something a piece, or they together put up 10 million or something like that. And then they was asking everybody around the world to donate, and this girl got all this money. And y'all, hey, I'm trying to let y'all know now. We're gonna check this video out. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. I want my smart people, not these government people. It's 2025. I ain't talking to the rich and the famous or the government people. I'm talking about the struggling people. We need to wake up and let them know that we ain't taking this bull no more. We ain't taking this crap no more. All this, y'all just tell us anything in the news, and we supposed to believe it? We supposed to believe it, y'all? Oh my God, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell, Sean Atwood, man. Hey, let's check it out. People laugh.
This was reported on by The Guardian some years ago. So Oprah, although I don't know that she's exactly in Bilderberg, she is part of another little group called the Good Club, which includes Bill Gates, George Soros, Warren Buffett. This was reported on by The Guardian some years ago. And their whole modus operandi is depopulation. So I would say that maybe not directly, but indirectly, that it would relate to Bilderberg people, sure.
What do you think about that, Tommy?
Well, I think that for a very long time, we didn't give a crap about anything like this, right? I used to bring up groups like Bilderberg and watch everybody that I knew glaze over. You know what I mean? Like they just did not want to hear it. And I think, right. It's been, people have gone out there to see them, and these are very famous individuals. I think it almost gets back to what I was saying on the last answer. I think this is our shot. Right. I believe that this is our opportunity to either do something or not, because right now, I think all of the world is looking at this, and they're all talking about things like human tea and stuff like that. Yeah, this is our shot.
So Jay's got two more Oprah revelations. Here's the next one.
If you look at, for example, the Roman Catholic abuse pedo stuff of the last several decades, you'll find a lot of parallels with those operations as well. They always use, it's kind of a technology of compromise. It's the same pattern and maybe like structure of how they do this. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's not connections to people at that level. I'm sure there is.
Hey guys, thank you for watching our videos. If you want to check out our live channel, the Music Recording Network Live, where we dive deeper into videos that we put up and talk about different things that's going on in the world. You can participate in our chat, or you can come on live. You don't even have to show your face. Go to our live channel, subscribe, voice your opinion, because we would like to hear from you and help us come up with solutions. Now, let's continue on with this video.
You know, in your intro, you mentioned about Epstein and you mentioned about the Franklin scandal. What parallels do you see with those cases with the Diddy case?
Yeah, I mean, again, there's several. There's King Cora, there's Elm Guest House, there's Franklin. I did a podcast maybe 2 weeks ago, a week ago, where I was covering all of these that I could think of and find that had similar patterns. And so I think I came up with about 16 of these cases where you had this element of a network that is kind of in on it. doesn't have to be a whole lot of people. It can be a handful of people. And essentially they are utilizing espionage techniques to lure and entrap people in a way in situations that either they're willing or not willing. So you might have a situation where people are drugged. They wake up next to a prostitute. They wake up next to somebody underage. Hey, we got you on tape. You messed up last night. You shouldn't have done that. But look, we're gonna help you out. We're gonna be your friend. That seems to be really obvious and what's going on in the Epstein situation. If you read in depth into that, he obviously had a lot of capabilities that really.
And huge parallels there with Diddy and what Adrian just said, isn't there, Tommy?
Yeah, it's and again the depravity, right, of these people and these groups. If 2 years ago, if you had said, oh, if you had accused Diddy of what he is allegedly being accused of now, and you did that a couple of years ago, you would have been laughed out of the arena as a conspiracy theorist. You know what I mean? And I think we're starting to really we're starting to understand, and there are people out there that are doing some research instead of just taking the mainstream media kind of BS party line that they always dish out. There are people now that get online and start looking this stuff up and start watching other programs. The new media, honestly, the new media has got to be terrifying them, because this is to go on at the level that it has been going on at. Nobody doubts this. There's nobody that doubts it except the people who are putting out the propaganda now at this point.
So his final point is on Oprah's land ownership in Hawaii. Let's play this.
No, of course not. I think a lot of these people at that level, that they really get off on hurting people. I think there's a certain level of sickness that you get to when you burned out your pleasure centers in your brain, your dopamine centers. And really the only thing that gives you pleasure is like the most depraved type of stuff. I think they actually get off on hurting people, so I wouldn't think so.
Facts.
It's absolutely sickening.
The facts, baby.
So let's see. Put a 1 in the chat if you think Oprah is trustworthy.
I think that's where the sickness starts at, y'all. People that get off on hurting other people. Now, you ask yourself, I want everybody to start asking themselves these questions, man, because we need to make a distinct line. No gray area. No gray area. I always say that. Either you good or you bad. Either you think positive or you think negative. If you get off, you got to think about this now. If you see something happening, the first thing you do is pull out your phone. That don't mean that you bad. I want to get this story. Nah, you might be a wimp. I'm not saying that in a negative way. You might not be able to fight. You feared. You scared to get hit or whatever. I've been beat up before. Been beat up plenty of times. How come every time somebody tell a story about them fighting somebody, they always the winner? They are always the winner. You never lost a fight before? God damn, you a bad dude. Mike Tyson lost a fight before. Think about it. So maybe you just got to be real with yourself. Maybe you need to film it so you can be the one to catch everything. So when it go to court, but I filmed it, Your Honor. Here it is. I'm not a fighter, but I got the information. Or you just want to put it up on YouTube for views. So make up your mind. So put a 1 in the chat. Here we go.
Yeah, that's absolutely sickening.
Look here.
So let's see. Put a 1 in the chat if you think Oprah is trustworthy. Put a 2 in the chat if you do not think Oprah is trustworthy. Yes, lab management. Do not idolize celebrities.
Oh, the chat is not showing.
Questions. 1 second. All right. So, is Elon Musk trustworthy? That's from Oprah. All right. I must have missed that about the land ownership. But it's like they're all doing this philanthropic stuff, trying to sugarcoat the evil deeds, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. And she rolled out with that charity where it was Oprah Winfrey and it was The Rock
Okay, here we go.
And they wanted to raise money to help everybody over there, and they led off with a little of their own cash, right? $5 million apiece, which is a lot of money, right? To donate $5 million is a fortune, but it's a lot less of a fortune for her than it was for the actor that was standing with her, right? This is a woman who allegedly has multi-billion dollars, but she's a friggin' mercenary. I mean, she really is. So right now in our country, allegedly, they're saying that she took $1 million to campaign this year. Got paid $1 million to do the show that she did with them. I mean, that's so you didn't believe in it. That's I think she's such a mercenary. She really is. She's an evil woman. Evil. I hope she was a 10. Was she a 10 when you did the test?
I think a lot of people were voting 10.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go back to J-Lo now. So when all this was starting out, we had Busby on. And it's interesting now to hear what he says about J-Lo in the context of what we now know after interviewing so many people about the shootout. Love to get Shine on. Anyway, here's Busby. Okay, there's speculation that the death of 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 could be reinvestigated. The shooting involving J-Lo in 1999 in the nightclub could be relooked at. Do you have any thoughts on those types of scenarios?
No, I'm not going to wade into that. I mean, obviously, that's something that, the first question I always get is, who's involved? What big name celebrities involved? And, I rebuff that. And then I'm asked about the J-Lo and, the shooting that you're referencing, or even the shooting of Tupac. And I have no comments on any of that. I don't know anything about that other than what everyone else knows.
All right. Question from Marie about the banks then. So in the Epstein case, we saw huge settlements. I think it was JP Morgan, hundreds of millions. Do you see parallels in this case with the banks? Is that the way it's going to? Yeah, they did pay out a lot for Epstein. All right, so Busby not really giving up much there with hindsight.
Yeah.
But we had Netanya on, Tommy. Have you seen what Netanya?
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes. Yeah, I was actually on with her. I came on with her the other day. She has never wavered at all. Not in any way, shape, or form from the very first night until today. There's never been even a glimmer of a doubt of this is what I saw. Imagine looking down at something that's coming at you out of one of those devices. I promise you it's going to be etched into your mind forever.
Forever.
She sees it, right? That's something that she absolutely sees. It bums me out that...
Let me explain to the viewers who Netanya is. So Netanya has been on the channel several times in the last week.
Yes.
And Netanya was at the nightclub the night of the shooting, whereby bullets were exchanged. Diddy's there, Shine's there, J-Lo's there, and I think a security guy, the main protagonists. Anyway, they race off through red lights, I think 10 of them. The cops pull over J-Lo, pull over Diddy. Shine takes the fall, gets paid $1 million. J-Lo walks, Diddy walks. But Netanya is saying that Diddy shot her in the face. It went through the nose. She described in graphic detail the trajectory of the bullet the other night. Honestly, it was some of the most mesmerizing testimony I've ever heard in my life. Yes, Netanya is so inspirational. And she wants justice. And with all of the attention on this case now, and all of Diddy's past being re-looked at and unearthed, God bless her, and hopefully she will get justice. But what are your thoughts on that whole incident, Tommy, and how these wealthy celebs can just walk away from a female getting shot in the face?
To let y'all know, we actually did a interview with Netanya. I always say Latanya. Her name is with an N, Netanya. Beautiful. She one of my sisters. She is one of my sisters, man. I stand behind her, period. If your sister says she got shot in the face by this person and that's your blood, right? You gonna doubt her? You lying, girl, whatever. There's so many people like me. I was one of them, and I told her to her face, that's how brave I am. I apologize. because I was one of the main people saying you can't get shot in the face and still look like that. Beautiful. Hey, plastic surgery and all this type of stuff. You can look like, anyway. So we interviewed her, you know, and I had on the show, and she is actually doing her best to preach and tell her story. And she was on the 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦. So we're going to make sure we connect the interview to this video, you know, the tag at the end or whatever you call it. If I point right here, it should come up. You know, I don't know how to do all that stuff, man. But you need to listen to her story, man. My mother listened to it and she was like, that was amazing. I can't believe that. And all her friends, this is the part that kills me right here. Watch this, y'all. She didn't go to that club alone, right? All her friends, everybody that was at that club that night, turned on her. Even Shine. Shine said it later on that they was friends, and she got hurt. It was clear that she got hurt in that nightclub when they started pow-powing. That was clear. Everybody knew it was a pow-pow going on. But at the same time, nobody stood up with her. Think about that. Everybody got paid off. Oh, I at that time, I was tying my shoe. Facts that people said. Oh, I ain't see anything. Everybody changed their story after Puffy done allegedly talked to them and paid them off. Think about it, y'all. Think about it. We're getting, man, they pulling the wool over our eyes. Here we go.
I did meet people in prison who, they were just present when something happened. They weren't even an instigator.
That's right.
They get lifed off.
Yeah, felony murder. If you happen to have, in fact, you don't have to even be close to there. You could have set it up in your apartment ahead of time. But if you were there talking about the planning, you're as guilty as the person that pulled the trigger. That's kind of how they make that run. This is a case that, Shine didn't take the fall because he wanted to take the fall, right? Shine thought that Diddy was out to help him out through this entire process, and then allegedly, he took his lawyer put together the prosecution's case. Here's the person you need to call. Here's how you can get a hold of them. Here's the next witness that you need to call. Here's how you can get a hold of them. Here's their stories. And went and dropped it on the prosecutor's desk. That's how that case went down. And Shine went away he got a 10-year sentence. Man. It's not a short rip. He had to do a little over 8 of it. 18 years old. From 18. The next 8 years of your life, right? That's when you're going to be the strongest, right? To steal that from somebody.
To take that from somebody, man, is the way this world operates, man. And we go back and forth to work and do our own thing every day, man. Not even concerned about the welfare of other people that's going through hurt and pain. How in the world can this lady who is still we're going to link the video and y'all research for yourself. I'm just begging people. Our first thought on fixing this problem we have is stop getting your news from the news. Stop getting your news from he say, she say people. Get to the Google search engine and Google this stuff yourself and start putting the stuff together. Ask other YouTubers, man. Everybody trying to do the best they can to bring the facts, not no lies. Oh my gracious, I'm gonna get on up out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.